Hi, and welcome to Cover Brand, where we cover all things branding, marketing, and advertising to help you understand what the hell branding is and how it works to grow your business. Welcome and welcome back to Cover Brand. I am your host, Ethan Decker, and today I have Rachel Lederman on the show. How are you, Rachel?
I'm great. Hi, Ethan.
I love your not tiny desk, but bookshelfy, Philly background.
You like it? I've read everything in there, by the way.
I'm sure you've read every single one cover to cover.
Of course.
Cover song to cover
I've got
song.
reviews. Yeah.
Before we get into covering brand stuff, though, let's cover songs. Okay. What did you bring?
Okay. The master Prince. It's Prince's song "Nothing Compares to You." Prince's cover of "Nothing Compares to You."
Oh, the live one he did with Rosie Gaines?
Yes. How did you know that?
Oh my God. Well, I am a bit of a Prince nut. I have every album of his on CD still.
Wow.
So you're talking to the right person for Prince knowledge. That one, his version of "Nothing Compares to You" is that live version on the back of his like hits and B-sides compilation. Yeah. Oh God, that was a great cover. Because it's just, I mean, the band is just so huge and big. And it's got that, like, when he performs live, he just, improvises and vocalizes. It's insane. It's a great cover. Great saxophone solo in it, too.
Amazing. I mean, I've never seen him live. I mean, I never saw him live. It's impossible now to see him live, of course.
Yeah. No, I got to see him a couple times. Yeah. I got to see him twice in Denver and once in Albuquerque.
Oh my God. You're so lucky.
It was amazing. But that song, okay. So of course, Rach, that he covered Sinead O'Connor's "Nothing Compares to You," but he also wrote it.
I did know that, but only later because I loved that song. And I was, it's like, I mean, everybody loved that song back in the day. I'm giving my age away a little bit, but I mean, that was an incredible song on the radio. Yeah. I mean, all the time. And it was just, amazing. And then later I found out that Prince wrote that song, which I thought, how is that even possible? And then I heard the cover of Prince covering Sinead, which is very meta.
Right. It's so very meta. Like, okay, so her version came out in 1985. Wait, no.
Is that right?
Her version came out in 1990. "Nothing Compares to You." But then his version came out after. But you're right. There's even like a demo, a cheesy, like Casio keyboard synth demo of him writing and arranging the entire song. But then he gave it to Sinead to make a worldwide pop hit out of.
Amazing. I wonder how their relationship came to be.
Yeah.
How do they meet?
I have no idea.
Wonder about that. It's like, hey, hi, Sinead, I got this great song for you. Or was Sinead like, Prince, can you write a song for me? I wonder what happened.
If I had to guess, I would say he sought her out and offered to help her. It turns out Prince was an incredibly generous musician and an incredibly good, strong supporter of women in the music business.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Sheila E., Sheena Easton, the Bangles, Stevie Nicks, "Stand Back." He co-wrote "Stand Back" with Stevie.
No way.
All these people he supported and helped, and of course had them play in his bands. He had Wendy and Lisa back when female musicians outside of Heart just weren't a thing in rock. He was an incredible supporter of women in music. So I would guess he saw Sinead as a crazy young talent and a like mind, a similar spirit, like a rebel, renegade, someone who has a deeper calling, a more spiritual calling. And I'll bet he sought her out and gave her that track. My guess.
We need to do further research and find out.
We do. We'll do a whole other, not just episode, but an entire podcast covering Prince. But that's not this show.
No.
I know. It would be great.
Different show.
Different show. That's called Cover Prince, although it'll be some better title. We will be right back with more of Rachel Lederman so you understand what the hell she does and what her business problem is right after these messages. Have you ever wished all this brand science was captured in a book somewhere? Well, you're in luck. Your wishes will be granted because the Little Book of Brand Science is about to launch. Go to appliedbrandscience.com and click book to get notified when it comes out. Okay, welcome back. Today on the show, we have Rachel Lederman of Sweet Sadie Productions. As far as I know, Sweet Sadie is one of the country's top TV, film, cinema production houses. They make things happen that you can't believe. They make magic happen, and they make it all fun and great because Rachel is fun and great herself. Rachel, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Ethan. That's such a nice intro. Yeah.
You know, everyone should have a hype man. Everyone should have someone introduce themselves.
Absolutely.
So, Rach, sure. A lot of other people don't know all the things you do or the specific projects and experiences you've had. I know you've done a lot of stuff with Broadway as well. Give people a quick background that I didn't cover, and then let's launch quickly into like, what are you struggling with? What's your puzzle? What's the problem you're bringing to the show today?
Okay. Well, Ethan, thank you so much. And thanks for having me on the show. I'm super excited to be here. Well, so Sweet Sadie is a production / agency. We'd call this a creative studio where we do everything from ideation through to delivery, and that would be of video assets. We also do radio. We do anything that is related to entertainment. So could be a live show. It could be an event. It could be a pop-up. It could be a commercial. It could be a promo. And
you did the whole show series for Twitch, didn't you?
That's right. It was, oh my God, we were on the road for 2 weeks in a bus, in a tour bus going across the country with 3 women gamers and this amazing woman comedian. And we stopped in various places, and we were also live streaming 6 hours a day. We never went down. It was like,
wow.
And this was a few years ago, so this was a fairly new idea, and it was hosted and it was paid for by Kraft. And so there was a lot of
cool.
Kraft macaroni and cheese, a lot of cheese, and
that's what you would eat on a bus trip
gaming
across the country.
Yeah. I would, and gaming, a lot of gaming, because you need your fuel for games. So in any case, yes.
And the company's called Sweet Sadie.
Sweet Sadie, that's right. Named for my
daughter. SweetSadie.com.
That's right.
Yeah.
Named for my daughter Sadie. Yes. And it's been around for 18 years. And, that's nothing to sneeze at. And we have survived.
No. Companies, companies are like species. They're more extinct than there are existing today.
It's true.
There are millions of species that came and went, and same with companies. There are millions of companies that were born and died. So 18 years is quite a feat.
Yeah. Yes. And it's, it's gone through many iterations and many ups and downs, as every company does.
So what's one of the things you want to ask about today?
Well, I've launched a new company, a sister company. So it's called Fawn, and it's basically a service dedicated to those who are going to be coming here for Sundance, supplying anything from, let's say, a special dinner to a takeover of a building and an experiential event. So basically, yes.
So what you're saying is a couple things. One is the company you've created is called Fawn, like the baby deer.
Right. And also to fawn all over.
And to fawn. I like it. Nice double entendre. It's soft. It's delicate. It's lovely. Fawn. And then this is for the Sundance Film Festival.
Yes.
Where all the big hitters from independent film around the world gather. And it used to be in Salt Lake City. And this coming January, will be the first time in 40 years it's not there. It's going to be in Boulder, Colorado instead.
That is correct. That's right.
Got it.
That's right.
Okay.
So I am in Boulder, Colorado currently, and have been here while Sweet Sadie works all over the world. I've been in Boulder, Colorado for the last 10 years. So I
Got
know
it.
this town. I know everyone. I know everything. I know where you want to go, where you don't want to go, who you want to
I
talk
don't
to, who you
doubt
don't
it.
want to talk to, etc. So
Where to
I
get your hair
thought,
did.
exactly. That's right. Or, anything like that, or you need to go shopping for some new clothes.
Nails.
Always.
Little
So,
facial.
anything you need,
Yeah.
right? All of the fun stuff.
Yep.
And well, it's all fun
Okay.
actually.
Well, but that makes sense then. You've got this insider knowledge. You also understand the film industry. You also have been in production and you can make things happen. So you're bringing these together under Fawn, which is
Right.
a brand that gives these folks who are coming to Sundance who might really have known Salt Lake
Right.
or Park City,
Exactly. It was in
Utah,
Park
where it
City
is,
and in Sundance, right?
and
Yeah.
Sundance. They don't know Boulder as well, so you've got the
Right.
insider knowledge. You know what they want, and
Exactly.
you can help make it happen
Exactly. And that
with
was sort
some
of
white gloves.
exactly. That's right. So that was my
Yeah.
thinking in
Okay.
starting Fawn was sort of was not sort of, but actually a spin-off from Sweet Sadie. So like,
Right.
Fawn is powered by Sweet Sadie, but
Cool.
it's really its own thing.
Yeah.
And, we have many partners in Boulder and the Denver area to help support
Right.
this. So it's not just me, it's me and all of the
Okay.
other businesses that are now partnering with us.
Sure. But how big is Sweet Sadie? How
In
many
terms of a
folks?
company, it's
Yeah, just
small.
there's a
I
how many
mean, we're
people?
under
Okay.
10.
Okay. So in a lot of ways, Sweet Sadie, you are Sweet Sadie. Sweet Sadie is you. Like you're a big part of the brand.
I am, but I have other people,
Yeah.
thank God, who,
Okay.
work with me and support me and,
Totally.
who make things happen. But yeah, I mean, I'm like the face, I guess you could
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, you're not such a large company that people would be surprised to know who you are or see you when they interact with you.
Oh, of course. Right.
Right.
At these
Okay.
events or I would be involved
Yeah.
very much. It wouldn't be like,
Absolutely.
handing
Okay.
off to someone.
Well, that's pretty cool. So you've
Yeah,
launched Fawn.
thanks.
And
Right.
what's the status? What are your questions? What's the
Well,
challenge you're facing now?
the challenge is twofold, really. One is how to, first of all, bring in the people that need to know about Fawn is one side, and
Uh-huh.
also to have some separation between Sweet Sadie and Fawn and to set it apart. So I don't
Uh-huh.
want to be necessarily the Queen Fawn as I am Sweet Sadie, but I want to have obviously some connection with it. So how do I
Uh-huh.
position the company to be its own thing, but
Mm-hmm.
connected to Sweet Sadie? But also to be able
Right.
to function on its own. So that's really
Right.
my question. And then how am I going to bring all these people to me besides the
All
usual
right.
ways of, hey, social
Yeah.
media? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's talk about that second question first. The separation. I mean, obviously there's some logistical things like LLCs or DBAs or however you want to set up an organization,
Yeah.
the structure of a company. But
Sure.
that's not quite what you're talking about. But
No.
I would, you know what? If a lot of these folks have many of these folks, your prospects, heard of Sweet Sadie itself?
Some have, some haven't, because I've
Okay.
been in this industry for a very long time.
Right.
So I have a very deep knowledge of folks and I've worked with people from, way down the ladder to way up
Uh-huh.
above to,
Yeah.
heads of studios, etc., people in the
And many who
C-suites.
started small and who grew and
Exactly.
grew and grew
That's right. That's right. Together.
on the shoulders of
So
your work.
that's right. So
Um,
yeah.
yeah, well, here's what we might say then. We might say or characterize it as for those who know Sweet Sadie, it's beneficial to know that Fawn is a project of Sweet Sadie. For those who don't know Sweet Sadie, it doesn't hurt, but it's not essential.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So in that regard, the connection to Sweet Sadie for Fawn is probably optional and might be either the way you get into an engagement is because you've got Sweet Sadie connections and they know and like and trust and respect Sweet Sadie, and then you introduce them to Fawn and they're like, oh my God, I'm so excited you're doing this too now. Or if they're completely new to what you're going to be offering, they don't need to know Sweet Sadie exists at all until maybe the very end when you say, hey, by the way, you might not have known Fawn is a is a project of Sweet Sadie, and we are a blah, 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 blah. So give us a call next time you need blah, 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 blah. Right?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like I wasn't even thinking about connecting Fawn to Sweet Sadie till someone who was interested said, I want to introduce you to, it was someone on the board at Sundance. And, they said, so I love your website, but I need some more meat. I need to know who's behind this. So I said, okay, so it's me.
Right.
Or us,
right.
I should say. So, I was never really planning to connect the two, but I wonder if I should or if I shouldn't. I don't, I don't know.
Even but what got you into that conversation was the Sweet Sadie part first. Yes.
Well, the person who knew about Sweet Sadie also knew about Fawn and said, why aren't these two things connected? Because I want to be able to give real juice to this introduction. And I think that the way to do it would be with Sweet Sadie. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know if she's right or not.
Well, have you had any other connections yet that came purely from Fawn, where people had no clue who's behind it?
Yes.
Okay. Have any of these been fruitful? Either direction?
Not yet. I mean, not, we literally just launched this like, a few weeks ago, a month,
so we don't
ago.
have enough info yet to know evidence, data, whatever you want to call it, to know whether you're going to have a lot of window shoppers, but no one really buying from either direction. Yet.
Right.
But it also
so that's what I'm
like,
saying. Like, yeah.
I mean, that is an issue. Like
Sorry.
you might have a lot of leads. You might have a lot of leads, but no closure from just Fawn, because maybe it turns out people in this level of industry or this kind of industry really need to know who's behind things and need to know the connections. Well, we don't have enough information yet to know whether people are happy to go to Fawn and it looks amazing and they just want to hire it, or they're going to go to Fawn and the first question is, who's behind it? Because if the business is really about relationships and who, then absolutely you're going to need that connection. But if you think there will be happy buyers and not just window shoppers of Fawn without them needing to really know, oh, this Sweet Sadie is a connection and Sweet Sadie's been around for 18 years, blah, 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 then you don't need to mention Sweet Sadie. So I think you'll need a little bit more info, a little more data to know whether Fawn can work on its own without really needing to invoke Sweet Sadie, or whether it turns out actually your best route towards customers, which leads to the first question you had, frankly, is via your Sweet Sadie connections.
Right.
Yeah,
exactly. That's really a question.
Yeah. Were there any gatherings or events about the conference that have happened yet?
Yes, there was recently. It was right at the end of May. There was this event in Boulder where everyone came together and you had booths and, there were different sorts of people coming to show their wares and different shoppers to see what people are offering. And we were there and got extremely well received, have a stack of business cards and much interest into this, So I think this is a real service that could be very beneficial to people coming to town who don't know, there's a lot more to Boulder than the St. Julian Hotel or an Airbnb.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, and people like the off the track and, off the beaten track, and people like the less known and the hidden,
exactly.
The speakeasies,
the gems,
things like that.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
But
the secret bars and things.
But I know, but will they trust Fawn is the right place for that? And
well, that's the question.
Yeah. So you'll find out.
Quotes.
So you'll need to follow up on all those business cards.
Of course.
You probably don't have many quotes because Fawn itself is a new venture. So you don't have people who said, I came for Sundance and boy, did they knock it out of the park, because no one's ever hired Fawn to come to Sundance in Boulder. except time
That's
travelers who've already done it in the future and are now coming back.
And they loved it. So I don't know.
And they loved it.
Yeah.
So, maybe these do connect. It's a good thing we're thinking out loud on this show.
I love it.
Maybe your two questions about, first one, how do I get customers for Fawn? How do I get in front of the right people? And second, how much should Fawn be connected to Sweet Sadie? Those could definitely be linked. And the easiest way to think about it is using your Sweet Sadie connections to introduce people to the new service of Fawn. And working your network, as you always do, as you do for Sweet Sadie Business anyway, to say, hey, we have this interesting, fun new thing. If you or someone you know happens to be coming to Sundance Film Festival in Boulder for its inaugural year, 2027, and you want to put together a white glove experience or brand experience or something, we have this new offering. And that's exactly kind of what one of your first leads did, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
And Rach, there's an added benefit to this route. It gives you something else to talk about with all of your classic Sweet Sadie customers and prospects.
A reason to call them. Right. Exactly.
Another reason to call your old buds.
I like it.
And it can be, obviously, the form and the format is up to you, and you'll always come up with something fun and creative. And whether it's an email with a fun, interesting header or a visual or who knows what, or you literally mail people stuff. Of course, you'd probably end up mailing people stuff and doing singing telegrams and shit. But
we know me so well. Yeah.
They work well together because here you are, the production and creative studio, wanting to pitch Sweet Sadie, wanting to go back to all your clients and remind them you exist and remind them how fabulous you are. And now this gives you something new to announce and say. And then also either those people hire you for Fawn for Sundance, or they say, you know what, I'm not coming, but my buddy or my wife or my husband works at blah, 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 and they're coming. Let me get you in touch with them.
It's a win-win. Really, Ethan.
It's a win-win-win.
Win-win.
Yeah.
Win. Super winning.
Everyone's winning. So much winning. There's gonna be so much winning.
We're winning everywhere you turn around.
Oh my God. So much
How
winning.
Much? We're winners.
Except for the reflecting pool. Losing.
And the war.
And the economy.
And losers. Anyway. Yeah. And we digress,
the penny. We lost the penny.
Is it really gone?
Yeah, the penny's really gone.
Why would you do that?
Because we don't need it anymore.
Wait a minute. No. What are you going to pick up now to make a wish? Find a penny, pick it up all the day. You find a nickel, find a nickel, pick it up all the day. It doesn't really roll off the tongue in the same way.
Nickel pickle. My mom gave me a nickel to buy a pickle.
I didn't want the pickle, so I bought some chewing gum. Chewing gum. How I love
you. How do you know that song? I don't even know how I know that song. I think my Bubby.
It's like your parents sung it to you.
Yeah.
My dad sung it. We used to go on and on and on for hours with that song. We'd make up all kinds of
us too.
Rhymes.
Us too.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look at your mug. Can I see your mug?
My mom gave me a quarter for soda water.
That's right. I didn't want the water, so I bought some chewing gum. Yeah, you could go on.
Okay, so Rach, number one, I think you've got a clear, easy, obvious plan for how to fish for prospects and what level of connection between Sweet Sadie and Fawn. It's clear and easy and obvious, and it also has the amazing added benefit of boosting your Sweet Sadie leads as well.
I like it.
Second, then, if there are these other events like the Boulder one where all these, vendors and industry heads came and they talked to us. Well, where do we stay? Where can we host a dinner? Who can we get a celebrity chef? Who has a car service here? We can drive people around in.
Right. Exactly.
You should continue to do those. I mean, have you followed up with all your business cards you got yet?
Yes, I actually have some help doing that. Thank goodness.
Sweet.
So
good. Yeah. Follow that up and then check for the next event. At time of recording, we're recording this in mid-June of 2026. So this seems like a really good time for early planning for Sundance. And so you'll just have to stay on that circuit and know when and where people are continuing to meet and organize and do plans. And are there Boulder Chamber of Commerce websites and Boulder Visitor Center websites and official Sundance 2027 websites and shit you need to be on.
Yes. Oh, yes. That's good.
Great. All right.
What do you think of the Boulder Chamber for joining? Do people find it useful in your experience?
Totally different topic.
Just curious, just throwing it out there since you mentioned.
It's funny because I think the Boulder Chamber, and I know the folks over there pretty well. The Boulder Chamber is more modern and modernized than you'd think of, like the Chamber of Commerce with stodgy old white guys in suits. And they do tend to do a fairly good job of representing economic and business interests in Boulder, as well as considering other factors. Like some chambers are just bullheaded about economics at all cost, business at all costs, and to hell with the environment, to hell with communities and special interest groups or whatever. But the Boulder Chamber is a good group that does try and represent Boulder's business interests to the city leaders. And then it's a nice fraternity. It's a good network to network in.
Yeah. I've heard great things about them.
Yeah.
They seem like a great organization, and I know.
Yeah, check them out. I know that they do free events before you have to sign up. And so you can always, it's not kicking the tires, but go to some events and meet some of the other chamber members, as well as talk to John Taylor or others. John Taylor is the CEO or executive director, I think CEO of the Boulder Chamber. He's a buddy of mine. Glad to introduce you.
Oh, hey, I'd love that. Hey, John, if you're watching this.
Hey, John. Hi, John.
Ethan's introducing us. Yeah.
Shout out to all my friends. So yeah, I think for Fawn, you've got two clear things you should continue to do. One is work the Sweet Sadie Network, because if it is about relationships and relationships matter, then you lead with your relationships.
Right.
And then number two,
like you do.
And I'm sure you've got gorgeous branding and probably good merch for Fawn. And so going to these events and being the sexy concierge brand.
Yes, that's what we do.
Yes.
We handed out these great gifts. I could show you one. Do you want to see?
I've never done an ASMR episode. Let me see.
We could do that here.
We could do a whole ASMR. Yeah, go get some of the merch. What kind of merch did you create for them? Oh, Rachel is off looking for the merch that she created for Fawn.
Okay.
So, what'd you get?
All right, I'm back. So because we decided that Fawn was going to be your key to Sundance, we made these key chains that say Fawn on them.
Are those laser cut?
Yeah, they're laser cut, and it's got 27 like a room. This is so weird, like a room key.
Oh, I see. Anyway, that's beautiful.
And it had a
so it's like one of those So for those who can't see, it's like one of those classic motel keychains that are kind of like not quite diamond shaped, rounded diamonds, and then laser cut into the metal, and it looks like stainless steel or something. It says with a beautiful type Fawn, and then the room number 27 in a beautiful old script, and then it's on a key, and it's got a skeleton key on the other end of it. And that's beautiful.
Our website on there.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Yeah, so we handed those out to people.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
So
did they fawn over them?
They loved it. This was like the best thing ever. I mean, of course, you know the deal, giving away stuff, giving away merch. People love that, and it makes them feel good, and you get your name out there.
True.
So
it's true. Don't get me started. I mean, and I will say step one, giving away merch is good sometimes, but step two, giving away really good merch is amazing. Like giving away
'cause people
shitty
don't
merch,
need
you
more
might as well just burn the money.
Exactly.
Burn it.
Just take the
Just burn the money for those
light it.
shitty pens, stupid,
Yeah.
you know. Like
Who
if
needs
you're
it?
going to give a notebook and it's a cheap, like made in China, crappy $2 notebook, no, you want to give them something sexy and nice and embossed.
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
That is a
Right, and, like
beautiful keychain.
Thank you. I'll send you
Yeah.
one.
Okay.
I will send you
I'll put
one.
it on
And
the other
anyone
of
else who
my
wants one,
key.
just tell Ethan or put your number in here and your email, and I'll send you one.
Put your thing in the thing. Okay. If you want a beautiful die-cut metal Fawn keychain with a skeleton key on it, reach out to Rachel at sweetsadie.com.
Yes.
Is that correct?
That is right.
And then you skip the middleman because you don't
That's
want me
right.
messing things up,
True.
drumming things up.
Or
So
you could
avoid.
also, yes.
Huh?
Or you could also
What?
go to hello@thefawn.co.
Okay. hello@thefawn.co is your other option.
That's
and
right.
type in some stuff, and Rachel will get you one of these gorgeous keychains.
I will send you one.
All right. I wish you luck with Fawn.
Thank you.
I can't wait to hear how it goes. I can't wait to see
gosh.
what happens at Sundance in Boulder in 2027.
Well, thank you for your help, Ethan. You're always such a wonderful person brimming with fantastic ideas and solutions, and I really value your time. So thank you for sharing your insights with me.
Absolutely.
And
I value
helping.
your time too. Thanks for coming on the show, Rach. Have a
All
great
right.
day.
See you later.
So listen, brand science works best when it's a team sport. If you want your crew rowing in the same direction, call me to learn more about workshops, trainings, and talks, oh my, for your company. Head to appliedbrandscience.com to learn more. Oh, you're still here. So am I. Look at that. The show's ended, but yet here we are. Look, if you've come this far, you're the best. And to thank you for being the best, we'd love to send you some Frelk and Science AF stickers. So if you'd like some, send your mailing address, of course, your name too, and also your favorite superhero to info@appliedbrandscience.com, and we'll hook you up.